And we are back again, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. UTR proudly presents Talk Yo Shit. Tonight, folks, it's time to talk spicy. We about to get into it. We about to get deep and possibly deeper, depending on what's going on. So get your drinks, put the kiddies to bed. Even though this is a family show sometimes, tonight it's not. But with that being said, we're going to pass it to the professor. If you would please lead the way.
All right, y'all. Tonight it's time to talk dirty after dark. We ain't did a show like this in a minute, so we about to kick it off. I'm gonna just jump into a question, right? Okay. What's the first word that comes to mind when you hear BDSM? What's the first word that comes to mind when you hear BDSM? And I'm gonna give you a couple of words, and then you give me the first word that come to mind for each word. So when you hear BDSM, what's the first word that comes to mind?
Pain.
Submissive.
Tied up.
Pleasure.
Meech, I'm gonna kick your ass because that was my word. Pleasure. Okay.
Okay.
Role play. Role play.
Made.
Wait, what did you say?
Made.
You said made?
He said made. Role play.
Okay. Name Dom. All kinds.
Creative.
Dangerous. In a good way though. Next word. Foot fetish.
No.
No. Damn it. Yep. No.
You said foot fetish? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
You like feet? Foot? No,
You may like it, but for me,
I'm sorry. I like my toes played with, so it's a yes. Golden showers.
Discuss.
sick and twisted.
Weird.
R. Kelly.
I was coming back to that though. I really was like I was be Kales.
Is it Carisha? Is it Carisha? That's what I think about when I think about it, because she liked that shit.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Spanking.
Yes.
Mommy problems.
Mommy problems?
Oh shit.
What the I think we said mommy problems. Anybody can't think of any word for that?
I'm waiting.
Misha said my word. He didn't even know it though.
Painful pleasure.
Painful pleasure.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah.
Wax play. Wax play.
Not the candles.
Yeah,
No.
wax play.
Maybe. I never tried it. Maybe.
If you get the right candle, it's okay.
What kind of weird shit y'all be practicing in that apartment? Like,
So y'all can wind up like old boy and Drew Hill in my bed. No.
No, we are not gonna be like Nokia, just all over his goddamn chest.
We'll dwell in that later.
Yeah.
Gagging.
I'm gonna throw up.
Necessity?
Okay.
what did you you say?
That's a necessity.
So that's a need for you? No, okay, never.
Don't.
I'm gonna answer with
Ain't
no
doing it
reflex.
right.
No, I just
spit.
answered it. So if you
Spit.
are doing it right,
Spit.
no gag.
Spit. That's all I was doing that. Foaming at the mouth. I don't know.
What the fuck?
The fuck is foaming at the? Wow.
Superhead.
I see where you going with that.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
He said
What did
foaming
you say,
at the
Beach?
mouth.
Superhead.
Oh, okay.
I mean, wait, but if it's superhead, wouldn't she doesn't have one? Never mind. Never mind.
Wrong comments.
Wait, what happened?
No, I was doing something else over here
Oh,
on my side of it.
Foreplay.
A must.
That was my answer. I must.
Necessary.
Very, very necessary.
A definite deal breaker if it's not done.
Are we still doing one word? Or are we doing
I was about to
sentences
say,
and
that's like
phrases?
You can do
like the whole
sentences. You
sentence.
don't even got to do one word. I'm gonna just say y'all do a whole sentence. It's a little bit better to do it that way. Choking. Choking.
Like 5 to 10.
During sex.
Freaky.
3 to 5.
Really?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Absolutely.
You said absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay. Nobody else has a word for that?
Nothing for choking? Okay. I gotta say this word only because I know this fool finna go off. Moist.
All over me. I'm saturated. But
I was gonna say Janet, but that's the first thing that pops up in my head is that damn song. Yes. Moist still, that word still, I don't know. It's still
That's why I had to use it. Aaron, reach.
The way I like my cake. It's a play on words, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's why I did what I did.
we
Pun
got
intended,
it,
right?
I see it. I see it.
I don't know
You
why
read
I got a
between the
visual-
lines, man.
I don't know why I got a visual picture that was good.
Stay out the radar section of your local convenience store, Gerald.
Okay, I got another one. This gonna fuck the fellas up. Pegging.
Lifetime sentence.
Under the jail.
A knee to the face.
No, that was
A
fun.
knee to the face.
I don't feel like your punishment is cruel enough for that type of
You ain't never learned. That means it's a possibility. You know what? I'm gonna leave you alone. Never mind. It's too early in the show.
It's a no for me.
As well. No.
Teabagging. Teabagging.
No. It's
Yeah.
a no for me.
Dip.
Okay,
No.
but what if you were standing up, she had her head over the bed, and you're getting head that way?
Y'all don't know how to do it right. And I'm saying y'all, speaking to majority of y'all, not all of y'all, but y'all don't know how to do it right.
I just asked.
That lets me know she's a professional juggler.
Hey, have you met her yet, Meat?
Have you met a
Oh.
professional juggler?
No.
I mean, was she with Circus
It took you
Soleil?
too long to answer.
I was about to say, dang, well, you need to go find her again. I don't know why you let her go.
Okay.
Lord.
Rimming.
No.
No.
I won't do it, but I'm not opposed if it's done to me.
I still get iffy about that.
Just saying.
I don't know. It's just for me. All right.
Okay. I'm moving on. How much sex is considered normal? How much sex is considered normal?
Normal?
Yeah.
Whatever you and your partner agree to.
Honestly, I agree with that, Aaron.
So do I.
Everybody's different. Everybody's sexual appetites are
I
different.
know I should went last. Some of y'all niggas are thinking about a number in y'all heads, but
I got a number. Realistically, if I was to, have sex on the regular, I probably would want at least 2 or 3 times a day. Just saying. This is me. That's considered normal.
You said 2-3 times a day?
You're gonna go at least 2 rounds one time.
That's true. I didn't think
So-
about it that way. So one complete session of just 3
so
different.
we talk at least 14 to 21 times a week.
That's fine. I mean, it ain't gotta be, but I'm just saying.
That's normal to you.
3 times.
It would be normal to me if I was getting it on the regular.
Got you.
You said-
No, I
so
said it would be
does
normal.
2 rounds equal 1 time?
If you not, no.
No, because I'm just asking because that's 3. Okay, 2, 4, 6.
How do you normally count your rounds, Jay?
Huh?
Never mind. That might be a little pause. Anyway, I mean, okay. Let me generalize it where I'm not just asking Gerald a question. When someone finishes, does that say round over?
Yes. No, I think the round is over when the man finish.
I would say that, and I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
why. Because
When
if
the
you're a
man
woman
finishes.
like me and you have multiples, I'm gonna come at least
You're gonna
6,
keep
7,
going.
8, 9, 10 times before you come once.
Okay, so when the man finishes, then rounds done. So
Round.
you want the man. So you don't need a man who's even capable of doing multiple rounds,
I said
and
that
you
would be
don't need that.
considered normal to me, but if I can't, at least let me get it once, maybe twice a day. We can skip a day, on them days when it's that time of the month. I just get head, but
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was right. My math was right.
So
Okay.
was mine. So that's what I'm sitting up here like that's 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 8. Damn near. That's 21 rounds a week.
keep
That's
his
normal.
Something like
belly
that.
full and his nuts empty.
That's normal to her, guys. And we don't leave
I don't
normal.
need my nuts.
You heard it here first, folks.
All right.
And also, orgasms are very healthy for the body.
Very healthy.
Y'all got proven facts behind this.
Before we even go to the next question, go
Comments.
to the comments, please.
All righty. Zakia's in the building. She said, "Hey,
What up,
UTR."
Z?
My homeboy Dijon, he is in the building. He did this emoji.
What up, mustard?
God damn. What up, Jay? And he also says a day is wild. And he also said masturbation and sex are way different.
A nut is a nut.
Yeah, get away you go to.
And I guess because I don't masturbate, I need sex. Thank you.
Who is
Moving
the
on.
next question?
I said moving on. What is your definition of intimacy?
For me, it's not necessarily just sex. It's touching your partner. It's having a connection with your partner. Because oftentimes people feel like with intimacy, it's just, okay, a way to lead to sex. No, intimacy is a deeper feel. It's a deeper feeling to have with another person. So it's you getting the mood right, listening to music, you looking at each other longfully, like all of those things are included to be intimate with the person, or even just honestly just talking, having a
So,
conversation.
I was about to say that. Like,
so intimacy, in how I look at it, is not always physical. It could be spiritual, emotional. Because if you're on a spiritual level with a person, the intimacy could be really, really good and make it even better. Um, it's that check in, make sure you're good.
Mhm.
It's not always sexual, it's that conversation. How's your day going? You want to see how they are, make sure that they're good, be that person for them when they have that issue. That's intimacy, because it's not always sexual,
Mhm.
in my opinion.
So basically, it's like being overall in sync with one another. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter which area. It could be
There you
physical, it
go.
could be emotional, it could be spiritual, all types of those aspects. Like if you're overall in sync with your partner, then the bond is going to get stronger
Absolutely.
as time rolls by.
Absolutely.
What about you guys?
Moving
I
on.
mean,
Did you guys answer the question?
you guys answered the question.
Like, what else are we supposed to say?
I mean, like I said, you can't follow Meech after that one.
There you go.
Okay.
We do have one comment
Okay.
though in regards to they said attention giving for intimacy.
Short and sweet to the point. We see you, my guy.
Okay. How does a sexual relationship reflect the emotional connection? I like how you said it out loud to yourself.
Well, I didn't want to put myself on mute. So
How does a sexual relationship reflect the emotional connection?
well, I mean, when you have sex with a person, you're gonna have an emotional connection to them, especially if it's a repetitive time. In my opinion.
Okay.
Soul ties.
Get out of
Exactly.
my head, because that was exactly what I was thinking about too.
Definitely not in your head, but you thinking
Straight up
like
so
me. You thinking
We
like
all
me.
thinking alike. Do
But I
you
look at
guys?
it the other way around, where the emotional part actually affects the sexual part. Because honestly, if you're just having casual sex, yeah, it could be good. But when you have that emotional connection, I feel like it enhances it a lot better.
Can I
That's a
play
true.
devil's advocate?
That's a true statement. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Devil's advocate.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
There's no such thing, in my opinion, of just sex with a person. Because when you have sex with a person, you're going to have an emotional connection. Whether you think you're done or you're not, you're going to have an emotional connection. When you connect with a person, it's always on some type of level, and the emotion will follow. You can say, oh, it's just casual sex, but I guarantee you, if that same person that you're saying casual sex with go and fuck somebody else, you're going to be in your feelings. So there's no such thing of no emotion tied to sex. That's why there's such thing of soul ties.
I'll agree with
Because
that.
soul ties can be tied to multiple people.
I agree with that
Not
as
to mention, it can't be just
I
casual.
don't.
I don't think it's casual necessarily because you have some form of attraction to this person if you allow them in your bed at the end of the day.
I think the older we get, that's a very true statement. But the younger, when we in our younger days, that wasn't always the truth.
well.
I don't really believe in quote unquote casual sex like that. Even when I was
You
younger.
didn't. You didn't call it that, but guess what? We want to get your rocks off. You got your rocks off. It don't matter who, if you liked her, didn't like her, if you just wanted to, if it was, oh, Keisha down the street like you, Jay. Guess what? All right, well, Keisha today, Jasmine tomorrow. At the end of the day, like
Yeah, I mean, I'm a
the
little too
older,
old for that,
You said age
the
plays a
to
difference.
be
the older you get, the more mature you get, then that conversation
very
makes
true.
sense.
I can go with the
That's
older you get, the
And
more mature you
and
get. But to be perfectly honest, I was always a person. I had no problem putting on my favorite sex scene in a movie and get my rocks off that way.
And at the end of the day, like there's some guys who never reach that maturity level where this is why you got guys who won't get married, these guys who won't stop cheating. You got guys who, and I shouldn't say guys because you can put women in the
You
same,
got women, you got
but
people.
I mean,
Both sides of the spectrum.
at the end of the day, I, all of us are level-headed people, and we're all in the same boat, so we kind of think alike. But at the end of the day, there's people who don't think like us, who take time to get to where we at in our lives right now to understand, like, hey, there are attachments that come with people, and this is not just us hunching on each other, but there's a emotional bond that we have between each other, and this is why we do the things that we do.
Right.
especially when you know that, like we all just said, foreplay is a must. So when the foreplay comes, that comes those soul ties, because
There's two types of foreplay though. Like there's I think Heather was kind of saying it earlier, where like
I mean, from a physical standpoint, before you get your sentence off, I just meant from a physical standpoint, but go ahead.
I'm just saying, like there's emotional foreplay when you really connected and in tune with somebody, and then there's this like, hey, I'm gonna just do this because this is what required of me. So at the end of the day, like there's two, here's a huge difference when it comes to like, there's people who are selfish in the bedroom where, like, hey, I'm gonna get mine, I hope she get hers, or, vice versa. So I can't say that, you can't say everything is tied emotionally, because I think people are not mentally, or maturity is not there all the time.
I
So it's
will agree with
important.
that.
It's very
Because there's
important to know who your person is. Sorry, go ahead.
no, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. That's true, because it kind of makes me think of a podcast clip that I came across where a man was basically discussing that in essence he basically lies to women and gets them in a specific place so that he could have sex with them, even though there's other women who clearly they are on the same page, they want to have sex and be done with it, but that's not who he wants. He wants to go after the ones that don't want to be in the relationships, but he will manipulate the situation until when he finally gets what he wants, like literally openly. He openly said that shit. So it's men who will literally cupcake with a woman and pretend to have these feelings, but once it's done, it's a wrap. He's moving on to the next, and that's a sad situation.
That's
So
crazy.
even though like there's always going to be a connection, because once you physically connect with someone, you are taking in the energy from them. So yes, it does develop that connection. But unfortunately, men like him, they don't look at it as that. At least until, like Hood said, she's messing with somebody else. Then it's a problem.
Or not just she, he, vice versa,
Serious.
But it might not even be a problem then. So some people are just wired differently.
That's
That's
true.
true.
I mean, you do got people out there that just only out there for like the sexual satisfaction of it, and they're actually okay with that. But if once you have like that interconnection,
Mhm.
it is impossible to shake. You're gonna sit there and pretty much reflect on that experience or multiple experiences with that person, to where you want to experience that over and over and over again.
But I'll also say that people have been so hurt, or people have been through so much trauma in previous relationships, that they don't get the help, or don't get the healing that they need, that they don't know when they're experiencing a genuine connection, or they don't know when they have someone in their face that shows them true attributes of what love is. So at the end of the day, like, hurt people. So at the end of the day, people will run through partners as if they're running through socks at the end of the day, because they just don't, they never took the time to heal. They never took the time to actually, take care of themselves for a moment. There's some people who just used to always be in a relationship. So I think we live in a world where this mental health is everything, and if you don't get that mental health, that help, people will go through these same cycles over and over again.
Absolutely.
And kind of piggybacking off of what you said about the mental, it kind of goes back to some feel that the physical is necessary for them to have the emotional, even if it's temporary, because of that very reason of there's things that they haven't quite dealt with, just as far as, past wise traumas, anything like that. So you're seeking out for some sort of connection, even if it's just only physical.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there could be a bit of a backside to having like the temporary, because once that feeling is gone, what's next?
All right, we're gonna roll to the comments real quick. Everybody answered, right?
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Day said that's how I did it my first time.
Jesus.
And he also says super casual. And when Nisha's in the building, she says, "Hello, everyone. Hello."
Hey, boo.
Back.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
What are your thoughts on one night stands?
Too old for them.
Never had one.
Wow, that's good for you.
I really haven't.
I find it hard to believe, but hey, I'm not going to. I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Because I guess the question is, what is the actual definition of a one night stand?
What is your definition of a one night stand then?
My definition of a one night stand is meeting someone for the first time, having something, having an encounter, and then never seeing them again. That's what I look at as a one night stand.
Okay, but what if it's somebody you've known, you had sex with them one time and it didn't work out? Is that still considered a one night stand, or the one night stand is because you don't see them no more?
What exactly didn't work out? Because you only seen this person one time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I always considered as it being a new person that you just met for the first time.
Oh, so like going to a bar and having a few.
Yeah, like that's what I always considered as.
No, okay, no, it's not always that either. Like, just say
I'm not saying that, but I was just giving
that's an example of it. But just say like you've been friends with somebody for a long time, and you finally asked them out on a date. You guys go on a date. You guys leave the date. You guys do what y'all do, and then you guys decide that we're never gonna talk or date again. That would be considered a one night stand.
So that would be okay. Well, then I guess. Yeah.
So y'all not friends after that encounter?
You be cordial, but at the end of the day, it will go back to what it'll go back to what it was before that. So at the end of the day, just say, being the professor, we would know of each other, but we're not best buddies or nothing.
Right.
It will just go back to what it was before I asked her out on a date. Like, it's no more investment into that relationship no more.
Yeah, I never looked at it
because my thing was with what Heather said. Like, you see a person, it can be, you meet a person and you never see them again. So I was just like, oh well.
Because I always thought of it as that waking up, like, oh my God, what the fuck did I do? Who is this person? Like, that's the only thing that I always equated it to.
Because to me, one night stand is having sex with that person one time and never having sex again, right?
Gotcha.
No, most definitely it is. No.
So
pretty much
if you look at it in that aspect, then it's not just a person that you don't know. It could be anybody. It's a person.
It could be anybody, Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
like, if we never go back to those activities again, guess what? You're now in that category.
Okay. I mean, I was looking at the definition of a one night stand. All wrong. I'm sorry.
I mean, everybody has their own definition, but I just feel like, okay, so if y'all, let's ask this question. If y'all feel like a one night stand is just what y'all thought it was, then what is it if it's somebody you had sex with them and then you don't have sex with them no more after that one time? What is that considered?
Bad sex.
That's not necessarily true either, though. Maybe you just never got back around to do it again. Maybe this time never permitted, or schedules always come.
Because you wanted to see what it would be.
I mean, exactly, it was bad. Once the experiment was complete, you figured it was a fail, and you don't want to do it again. So
what if it was good? What if it was good? Just never happened again.
Okay, then it just never happened again. Like you said, we never got around to it, but I wouldn't consider it necessarily.
But what is
one
it
night
called
stand.
then? If it's not a one night stand, what would you call it? Is what I'm asking.
We fucked.
Gerald irritates my soul.
One night stand, bro. One night
That's
stand.
why I said weird.
Oh,
No,
I'm sorry.
irritates my
I'm sorry.
soul.
All right, cool. It's a one night stand. All right, I got the clarification of a one night stand. So
Damn.
I'm sorry, I was wrong all these years. 30,
And people in the comments,
39 years of knowing one night
if you
stand.
have
rules,
had
I
any
figured out
one night
tonight that I'm
stands,
wrong.
let us know. This is a safe space.
Did everybody get the answer on the panel?
I did.
Mish, did you answer?
No.
I was mostly like, it's like, what's there to be said? Is pretty much everything is pretty much said on the table. Like, pretty much one night stand is pretty much the whole fuck them today, forget them tomorrow method.
Meech, I feel like you've had a lot in your time.
I've had a few. I've had a few.
Thank you for your honesty, Meech.
I mean, we're all honest on the panel, and I got to keep up with the honesty.
You at your big age now, are you still doing them?
No,
It took you too long to answer that.
Why did you? Okay, Joe.
what a beautiful night, ain't it?
All right, I'm running to the comments.
What is UTS?
He with to say it's a safe space, but he, you know,
Thank the drink
already kicking in. So
I ain't drinking nothing.
Ain't nobody drinking.
He's not
Everybody's
drinking.
drinking juice and
all
water.
water, my guy.
Everybody's sober.
Nobody's
today.
drinking nothing tonight.
I'm
That's the go
sober.
for it.
So these stupid ass answers I'm giving.
All natural.
He's just
Are
stupid for no
sober.
reason, is what he's telling y'all.
The answers is all natural with him tonight. We're just gonna say that.
Well, go get something, man. Go get something that's clear. Man, talking about
Not
water
tonight.
either.
There's some trouble.
Not tonight. But anyway, man, we about let's pick this shit up, man, because this seems like we dragging it. I want to have some fun with this shit. So
Okay,
let's
okay,
get to
okay,
it.
okay.
Wait. Let me go to the
No,
comments.
but do your comments though. Go to the comments.
I'm going to a question.
Gotcha. Venetia says, when I was younger,
Ooh,
Jay said once and done, but it can be. But it can be good, just not the right time. He also says it's only one night until I hit them back up and run it back. And then Gerald says, "Comment, you guys. It's a safe space. Talk y'all shit. They talking now."
I'm glad. Let's get it.
And Jay said, "Did my comments work?" Yes, it did.
Yes, mustard, it worked.
And my homegirl Tanika is in the building. What's up,
What
girl?
up, T? I'm giving everybody nicknames. Do not get upset. If you don't like the nickname, just tell Heather, and then I won't do it no more. Okay, I'm sorry. But that's me. I give nicknames. Okay.
Oh, just to let you know, she is a Virgo. So, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to show your ass in these damn comments.
You show in the better fuck half. Okay. Here's the question: if your sex was a flavor, what flavor would it be and why? If your sex was a flavor, what flavor would it be and why?
Rainbow sherbet.
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
Why?
Because I'm good in all flavors.
That's actually a good one.
Move, my brother.
I've been practicing. On my whiteboard.
Oh shit. Who else answered? Because I'm still thinking about it.
Mitch, the boy.
I give you another one. Neapolitan. No matter if you black or white. How about that?
Don't get no more. Don't get no more.
Okay. I won't. Matter of fact,
He said Neapolitan, and all I can think about is two in the pink and one in the stink at that point. Don't. You said it, not me.
my fingers are small. You won't even feel if I was in the pink with that.
Shut up.
Gerald.
He got something in that cup. That ain't fucking water. Can't be.
No, I believe it's probably water. We just show it out.
Notice I'm not talking in circles.
He never drink it straight no way. He always drink it with some juice. So it would actually be some flavor in that thing. It usually be like green or blue. Um, I'm
Did you
a
unmute after you said thank you? You're a little special tonight.
No, I was about to say something to Aaron, but I was like, never mind. I'm gonna let him give his answer.
I'm gonna say a limited edition of Fruitopia.
Okay, and why?
Okay.
You can't find this everywhere, so get it while supplies last.
Well, shit.
That's a good one. That is a good one. I honestly can't think of nothing. Y'all are clever. Y'all clever as fuck.
Come on, Meech. I know you got something.
Just use your real nickname that she call you. Oh, you don't want the world to know. Okay, we'll make up one then.
Shit.
She call you shit?
Bruh.
No wonder you had so many one night stands. Never mind. Shut up.
I'm not doing this with y'all tonight. But I'd have to go with I'll go with regular Snickers.
Pack full of nuts.
I was about to say, what now? Why are we doing this? Now this was
Why?
interesting.
Why? Because I have enough to satisfy your hunger.
Wow. Jesus.
Look, she clutching her pearls. You got her speechless.
Exactly. Go ahead, Meech.
I see you, Professor, over there trying to catch your breath real quick. Like, huh?
I'm about to say.
That threw me all the way up. Y'all are on y'all shit tonight. Okay. Heather B come out looking like Jessica Rabbit. Jay got their hair cut. Double A with the green on the go. Look good. Meech over here being all philosophical and shit. I fucks with y'all tonight, people. y'all shit.
Anyways, let's
We got a couple of comments though.
let's go.
Tanika said hi, hello everyone. Sorry.
Hey, TT.
And she
No,
also
not TT. You just
she's like, and I have been drinking.
Good.
Was it watermelon?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
her answer is tropical punch because I got that KO. Okay. And Wanisha says peach sweet, juicy, and sometimes sticky.
Well, shit.
All right.
Oh my.
Y'all see how I just passed by that answer. I ain't even answer that shit.
Go ahead. We waiting.
Professor ain't got nothing.
What?
Professor ain't got nothing.
I'm actually shocked by that because you be having them one-liners like motherfucker.
If I'm not mistaken, Jessica, you didn't answer either.
Right,
Hello?
Jessica.
I told you I didn't have. I really did not have anything. Like
No,
I
you can't knock nobody else for not having an answer. You don't have an answer either.
Right.
Well,
And
see, the
I'm shocked
difference
the women
is,
don't
though,
have the
the
women.
difference is though, Put is quick on her feet. She be getting them.
Well, I had something, but then I was like, no, because
Anyway, let's go.
Ain't no such thing as a wrong answer.
Sit y'all on stuck ball. Let's go to the next question.
I was gonna be pregnant because baby, everybody want a taste. Okay,
See, she did have one.
I'm just saying. You
Okay.
can say what you want. Everybody gonna eat a little praline ice cream. See, you gonna get it. Some praline, some butter pecan. You gonna eat that shit. Pralines is the pecans that are sweet. You gonna fuck that shit up with the caramel too. Baby, I'm ice cream anyways. I melt in your mouth, not in your hands. But anyways,
Now you got all answers now, don't you?
I might say that's an M&M, but okay.
Wait, hold on.
it's still ice cream, baby.
Tanika said, "I don't discriminate."
I thought that was 50 Cent.
I'm not playing with y'all.
Okay.
Damn.
Which would you like more? To be in control or be dominated, and why?
In control for 1,000, please.
Baby, dominate me.
Be in
Dominate me
control.
all the way, cause baby, I can be submissive if need be necessary. Just saying.
Be in control.
I like to be dominated. Most definitely.
Mhm,
It's definitely being in control for me.
mhm.
Especially
You
when you're
don't
at
know.
home.
Cause you don't know about being tied to a bed with a blindfold on with a yeah.
What you stopping for? This is the point of the conversation right now.
Okay, so let me tell you. You get the bed straps on the bed. You're gonna get strapped to the bed, right? They're gonna blindfold you. Then they're gonna pull out the toys. Then they're gonna put it on you, right? And cause you can't stop it, you're gonna soak the whole motherfucking bed. That's a good motherfucking time.
And that's why being submissive and being dominated is fun.
Exactly. Exactly.
Being dominated is not fun.
From a
But-
woman's
And
standpoint,
you got to think about what the domination is. Because I think what it is that when men think of women dominating, they are thinking of just, oh, you're going to beat my ass with a whip, or you going to tie me up, you all that
No.
type of shit.
No.
So why are you stating, if you're not thinking that, what makes it not fun? Because you're not in control? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty much.
And then,
Well-
like I said, I mean, being tied up, that's just not my bag. And bringing handcuffs to bed with me, I've been locked up before, and
but that's not all part of domination.
it's not a sexy feeling.
It's not. It's not. But like, I think we're more groomed and raised to be the more dominant specimen in the bed. Like we're not.
in the bedroom,
we're-
yes.
We're not raised to be to relinquish those type of powers. If we do it, it's always hesitation. There's always some type of like backlash. Like, hold up, what do you
But
mean?
that's why
Yeah.
when that happens, you have to be really secure. You got to really know the person that you're doing it with. Even as
There
a
you
woman,
go.
you
It-
have to really know the person that you're doing it with, because it can either be a good thing or it can turn out to be a bad thing. Especially if it's a woman scoring or a man scoring, it's like, oh, I'm finna get this person back, versus I want to please this person, and that pleasure is a beautiful thing.
I'm
I
about to
have a
say,
question though for the guys though. What if it is a situation you guys had a good night or whatever, you went out, had drinks, whatever the case may be, and you get back to the house and she immediately turns on that domination, like she's grabbing at your pants, she's pushing you on the bed or whatever the case may be. Will you allow her to continue to be that dominant person, or will you take back the control? Like, will it turn you on to know that, oh, you want this? Okay, all right, do what you got to do. Or would you want to take that control back?
I'll give it to her, but eventually I'm taking back control. That's just the
yeah, I mean, sometimes that can be cool, but then you best believe by before we get to foreplay, I'm gonna be in control.
exactly.
So
I mean, I
Man,
have no
you-
problem with that anyways. I like to be dominated, so that's not even the issue.
I mean, it would be like a good start off, but
then in the morning, I'm
Wait,
still
hold on, wait. Let me get what he's gonna say. Hold on.
Sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Pause.
no.
I said, let me get what he was finna say.
No, that's not what you said.
Yes, it. When we go back,
we
We
know
can't rewind it right
I
now.
said when we go back.
we know what you meant, but
You said, let me get it off.
Go ahead, bitch.
Go ahead.
Y'all gonna watch your mouth in this conversation tonight.
Hello. But go ahead, Beach. Go ahead, Beach. We got
but anyways, it would be a good start off. Like it gives like a clear indicator, like, oh, this is what you want tonight. Okay, but don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna make you think that you're in complete control, because once we get started, I'm taking that control back, and you're gonna feel every bit of my control at the end of the day.
Okay, bitch, talk your shit.
I mean, I think
Every bit of that Snickers bar. Okay.
yeah.
He said he finna pack her full of nuts.
Never mind. Y'all got it.
Go ahead,
Meet you something else in that bedroom. What?
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
But no, go to comments. But I think y'all got the wrong. Y'all got the wrong definition when it comes to this dominant conversation, in my opinion. But
Who, me?
no, the
I got
fellas.
the wrong- Oh,
No, the fellas.
I was just making a joke. I know what dominance mean, but I'm just saying. Well, okay.
We can go to comments though. Let's keep it rocking.
All right.
let's do it.
Tanika said, depends on the person. Sometimes I want to be handled, and sometimes I want to be the handler. All right.
What am I,
Nisha
package of
said-
drugs?
Now
Good.
she's the
Hush.
typical.
Venetia said to be dominated, it's a rush, especially if you're always in control. She also said, don't forget the hardness professor. Ooh.
I know.
Tanika said, being dominated is about a certain trust, in my opinion. You are absolutely
That's
right.
absolutely facts.
Venetia said, you want to let go. And she said 100.
Okay. What is the weirdest kink that you've ever heard of? I'm gonna go ahead and say it because y'all know which one I'm gonna say. But it's that putting a person in a tub full of ice, making their body temperature go down, and then getting them out the tub to fuck them. As if you're fucking a dead body. That is weird. And that's some sick shit.
Yeah,
And that's somebody's yum that I'm definitely gonna yuck. Just saying. I'm a yuck. that yum.
Anything, honestly, age regression to the point where somebody is playing a fucking baby. That shit is weird. Mm-mm.
Y'all could have been watching HBO after
What?
dark. I see.
No, I found out about that shit on TikTok.
I'm gonna say.
I
Y'all been
don't have an
watching.
account. No,
Y'all been watching real sex all over again.
I'm just saying, fucking somebody back to life is just something that I don't need to know about personally. I need all the life. Nah, never mind. Continue.
No. Go ahead.
You
Say it,
put your foot in your mouth, but you said you have a foot fetish. So go ahead.
I didn't say I had a foot fetish. I just said that I don't see the problem with them. Because I'm about to say I don't need to fuck you back to life. I can suck the life out of you.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Hello.
Where was your weird kink in that story, sir? Come on,
I
Jay.
didn't say it was a kink.
No, he was responding to the person being halfway dead because they cold.
You don't suck on cold cat is crazy, but all right, cool. You don't suck
I
the
didn't
soul out of.
One,
Money
but
already warm when I'm working.
mm-mm.
Another one is that swapping of the sperm.
You another universe right now because I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I guess I'm
So
I guess I'm
basically,
old because I don't know none of this.
So it's two ways that they do it. He's
Oh,
going to
God.
ejaculate inside of her. He's going to suck it out of her and then spit it in her mouth, or he's going to nut in her mouth, and then she's going to put it back in his mouth.
Okay, so swapping.
Yeah. No. That's weird.
I agree.
That is very weird.
And sick and twisted.
Look, anybody else got any more kinks?
No, get out of here, please.
No,
Let's get it.
No. Y'all been knew about this question. Y'all knew I was going to ask this question.
Well,
so I'm
I'm not even gonna lie. I
have it.
forgot the question. I forgot the question, and I didn't want to. And I didn't go searching for.
I
no
know
kink.
you've heard of some weird shit before.
Yeah, getting kicked in your nuts or some shit like that. And then
That's not for
I done
you.
heard about people getting, got nipple clamps and slamming doors shut, painful shit. But I'm like, dude,
Nipple
fucking
clamps
dead
have to
bodies
do
is
with
not
you ain't
cool. I
shut your
mean,
door.
that fucking dead bodies, you get arrested for shit like that. You know that, right?
But that ain't a dead body. Technically, it's just the person with the body temperature lower. But that's
I
still
mean,
some
it's
weird
called
shit.
necrophilia, which is
Yeah.
What if they iron low? They're gonna be there for a couple minutes.
no.
Can we go to
Anything that
comments,
does with a
please?
dead body is horrible.
He
Can we go to
said,
comments,
"What if
please?
the iron is low?"
Can we go to comments, please?
Yeah,
Yes,
comments.
please,
I'm
Go to
done.
comments,
please.
please.
Let's go, please.
I'm done.
Comments,
Can we
please.
go to the
We
comments,
Please.
only have two.
Okay. Well,
Thank you, Jesus.
Why don't you go to the comments?
Thank you.
I'll,
There,
talk about
there,
this
there
later.
is a God. Thank you.
Tanika said splashing. I feel like I looked that up before, but I can't remember what it means, but I don't think I'm going to look it up. And she also says, and I'm sorry that DDLG shit. Yeah, no. And if you want to know what that is Daddy Dom, little girl.
Leave it at that. Let's move on.
And next question, please.
Yeah, because you
Okay.
get arrested for that too, you know.
What are your thoughts on partner swapping?
No. I'm not fucking nobody else. No. I'm too selfish.
I can't see myself going that route because like I want my partner to be solely focused on me. I'm sorry.
'Cause I be damn you fuck my partner better than me. Now she thinking about you when I'm on top of her in later dates. Absolutely not. Meech come in with his Snickers bar, and I come in with my Tootsie Roll, and then he done did what he did, and then now I gotta sit up here and
Oh, I
What
hate
you
you.
do?
and now I'm now
How did I get thrown into the mix?
because you said Snickers bar, bro. So I
Never brought that sticker up.
Next time I come to Tootsie Roll, come with a payday. You got all the nuts you need.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Heather and Aaron answered the question.
Nah. On a serious, I was gonna troll and I was gonna go somewhere, but I was like, nah, I'm not with that either.
You know, to each his own, but it ain't for me. I'm very selfish. I don't like to share. Now, no, that's different. Never mind. Heather.
No. What was you gonna say?
Yeah.
Because that's not a partner swap. That's a threesome. That's not a partner swap. That's why I said no. That's different for what I was getting ready to say.
Okay.
That is negatory for me. No.
Yeah, a partner swap is not the same thing as a threesome. That's why I said never mind.
And even in those situations, sometimes it can get a little. So.
All right.
So I'm gonna go to the comments. Wanisha said, "I don't like to share." I'm sorry. She said, "No, I don't like to share." And Tanika said, "If the relationship wasn't serious, and was casual, then maybe."
We're back on this casual word.
Back on casuals, huh?
Okay, we're going to the cards at this point.
Okay.
No, you can continue. You have any more questions?
I got plenty of questions, but
keep going. We just getting started. So
the cards are questions too. Just FYI.
I understand that, but if you got some more, let's see what we got.
Take it up a notch.
I'm trying to give you a good one. Let me ask this question. How would you communicate to your partner about your sexual needs and preference? How would you communicate with your partner about your sexual needs and preference?
I would just talk to them.
Exactly.
I will literally have. I mean, I know for some people it's a little bit harder because sometimes ego is involved. So if you are letting them know, what you need, it's almost like, so what you trying to say? I don't know how to please you type energy.
I mean, but how would you go about that? How would that go?
I would sit down and honestly have I would have an intimate conversation. I will let them know how I'm feeling, what's been going on, and what I would like to try to maybe spice things up a little bit. That will, it's just a matter of how it's based on whatever the communication is with your partner. It's either going to be easy for you to just sit down and have that conversation, or what I mean, I'm gonna use hand puppets. Like, so you're gonna go here and then you're gonna go here. No, I'm just gonna have a conversation.
Did you just say hand puppets?
You're fucking stupid.
You not eating my ass as I was. You better give it up soup.
That's good.
I would say this. I think that's a conversation that should be had in the beginning of the relationship. And then moving forward, if certain things aren't working, then you could have another conversation so that you guys are on the same page. But I definitely think that's a conversation that should be had before sex ever happens.
I mean, I would think that, like, usually that comes with the territory of having of meeting someone. You're gonna ask, like, well, what do you like?
Not always.
Well, I mean,
Not always. Not always.
But I will say, on top of like having that discussion, that person's level of understanding and comprehending has to be up to par. Because if you're sitting there and you're talking and they're not taking in what you're saying to them, then you're basically wasting your breath at this point.
You signed up for nothing. Like if the professor comes and you meet and say, "Hey, I'll need that Snicker twice or three times a day, every day," and you don't look at her and be like, "Well, this ain't a foot long, it's a normal size Snicker," then guess what? You wasted your time. don't drop your backdrop, bro.
right. For real. For real. Or you can use Heather's approach, like, you know what I mean. You could use not the professor, but you can use Heather B's approach. You know, first of all, you need to come up. You need to do this.
But see, like,
Oh my god,
talk is cheap. Everybody in the beginning, everyone's gonna sit there and talk like, "Oh yeah, I got the best, and I got the V8, and
Yeah.
I got the moist, and I got the X, Y, and Z, and I got the casual." You know, like everybody, no one's gonna sit there and down talk themselves in the very beginning. Like at the end of the day, no guy's gonna be there like, "Oh yeah, nah, I can't conquer that mountain," or you know, like, come on now, conversations be conversations.
And then, not to mention, let's just say hypothetically, if you've been with this person for some time or dealing with this person for some time, and you just, it just becomes boring, and y'all get set in y'all ways, and you don't want to, you know, what's her name? You know, like I said, going back to Heather's, be like, I want that Snickers. Well, you putting all this wear and tear on my spine muscles, and then you gonna be sitting there. So I mean, it may not work.
We're gonna find help for you, Jay. Because
wear and tear on the spine.
you keep on going back to these hand
Now I have to
puppets.
take Tylenol for a week and a half. Well, I
Tylenol
need to be
don't
sore
do
sometimes too.
Taking the Proxen.
Stop talking to yourself with your hands, Jay. Like, let it go.
Hey,
hold on to
don't
that.
blame me. Hey, don't blame me. Blame mankind over there in the corner.
Not to suck out the nuts. Yeah.
I'm done. That tickled his face. What the hell?
Oh Lord,
That was
Let's
hilarious.
go.
Mankind was hilarious.
That was a good one, Jay.
that made me responsive tonight for me. Damn.
All right, everybody answered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please get us out here with the hand puppets, please.
All right. Tanika said, have a dialogue. She also says, sit down, find a comfortable moment, and explain and express my wants and needs. I'm a Virgo, so I overanalyze everything and come with facts and benefits for both parties. And Wanisha said, have a conversation about it.
Anisha's a Virgo too, FYI.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Would you or have you ever participated in voyeurism?
Yep.
You probably should ask people definitions of that first before
Yeah,
you.
because you know, Y'all know my grade point average, so I don't know what that is. I seen
Watching
it on Cinemax a couple times, but I still didn't know
people
what.
have sex or letting people watch you have sex.
No,
Can't do
Both.
it.
no. Because one, I'm too comical to watch people have sex. Because and then I'm too insecure to let people watch me have sex. Because I'm gonna feel they body shaming me. So no, I don't do that either.
One time I participated and didn't know I was participating.
Wait, what?
I said, okay,
So
so
what-
this is what happened,
I was
right?
like, what you
Let
was
me
in the interrogation room or
explain.
something?
I was watching, but this is what happened. So I'm at the homeboy house or whatever, chilling.
Did he?
No,
I had to
I'm
add.
chilling, right? Talking, kicking it or whatever. He go open the door. His girlfriend came. Okay, cool. No, say less. The way his door is made, you gotta lock it with a key. All of a sudden, she kissed him. I'm like, okay, whatever. They just start fucking, and I'm like, what the fuck going on? And I can't get out the door because this motherfucking door is locked with the key, and I don't know where the fuck the key is at.
So you're forced to
So
watch.
I'm stuck watching this,
So basically, you got
Bitch,
a
right.
lives.
and he
You got
like,
a lives.
and then after it was over, I said, "Can I go? Like, can you just open up? I need to go." Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I'd have tapped
You
him
got
on
a
the
lot.
shoulder. If it had been me, I'd have tapped him on the shoulder. Wild stroke. Yo, where the keys at?
Let me know this motherfucker.
I'm like,
I was so confused because I'm like, is this really happening? You know how you got to question, like, are you?
I ain't
And,
gonna lie.
and in my
That
mind,
really
I'm
just
doing
happened.
this. I'm because it's there, but I'm like looking around like this. Where the fuck is this key at?
That's a fire hazard, you know.
Right.
I ain't never been back.
I wouldn't either.
And then
I don't blame you.
I'd have found
Shit.
the nearest thing. I'd have found a cup, some water, or something. And I'd have poured water on. I'm like, hey, look,
First
y'all,
of all,
fuck
listen,
y'all not about to
that
do this shit
bitch
in
was
front of
hood
me.
and ghetto, and the way I'm set up,
You ain't about to be finishing in front of me.
I wasn't trying to fight either.
You
No,
would have been
it's
fighting.
fine.
Let that be a lesson to the two gentlemen. Don't do that in front of me.
He pouring water on y'all like y'all cats.
Exactly.
My
This
voyeurism happened because the first one was because my best friend decided that he wanted to have a conversation with his girlfriend at the time in my room, and I'm thinking nothing is happening. I walk in, I'm like, oh, okay,
In your room, that's so disrespectful.
In your room?
yep.
Oh no.
And they felt like it wasn't disrespectful because they was on the floor.
Give a fuck.
They didn't hear on my
It
bed.
was disrespectful. It was in my
Yes,
motherfucking house and in my room.
no, you're not doing that in my house. And then I'm gonna make it uncomfortable. You know I didn't vacuum, right?
Got all particles all in your ass.
Y'all fucking on dirty
I hope
carpet.
a Cheeto gets stuck in your. Anyway.
You said Cheeto?
A Cheeto is stuck in your ass. You said you didn't vacuum.
Cheeto, damn.
Fucking disgusting.
Look,
Yeah.
and if it's at your new house, you got hardwood floors. Now you got all the dust particles on your ass.
None of that shit happening.
Hey, look, if you look,
Anybody getting hot and heavy.
that's just my
Plenty of
that's just
hotels
hey,
on the
look,
strip. Go.
that's just my living room and my kitchen. If you fucking on my kitchen floor, it's too much shit in here that I'm gonna throw at you.
So Jay, I got a confession for you, bro. That one time, no, I'm just playing.
Yeah, please do. The very next time, I'm gonna go the baby on your ass and swing.
The baby oil.
The baby and swing on you, bro. Like,
Oh damn.
I will
You
never
said the baby oil.
I was like, Jay, hold up, bro.
not putting no
Not
baby
that
on you.
serious, okay?
Come on, man. It was a joke, man.
I
Come
know
on.
it's a joke. No, I
It was a G.I. Jane joke, Jay. Like, come on. It was
I
a
was-
joke about
Don't have
alopecia.
to start on that again.
Mm,
anyway, it's
mm, mm, mm.
anyway.
gonna
I know it was a
stop it.
joke, but let's go to the comments, man.
Everybody answered.
Yeah, it's a no for
Yeah.
me too.
You said what?
It's a no for me too.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure. All right. Day said both. Actually, that does not surprise me about you, Day. I'm being honest. Tanika says, I'm sorry. I mean, you may learn something watching me. Okay. Venetia said no. And she says, but I have participated in watching. And Venetia, she was laughing.
Okay.
Y'all some freaks in the comments. Whew.
You just
What
said
is
it's a no
something-
judgment zone.
Hey, freak isn't a bad word.
It can be.
Yeah, I was watching Final Destination earlier, but never mind. Go ahead.
We'll talk about that after the show too, because I see
Yeah.
that too.
Go
No,
ahead.
not the new one, bro. All the older ones.
You trash. Never mind.
I was about to go to somewhere with you, but never mind. Next question.
Put the Tootsie Roll down, bro.
Oh,
Right.
Lord. What's something you would never do sexually?
Pegging.
Nipple clamps.
Really?
I got some. I got a couple of different ones too.
They're too sensitive. I can't. Not that.
Shit feel good. I'm not doing anal. I'm just not.
That too.
Anything in the homosexuality field. I'm gonna just leave it at that. If it falls into me changing my title from being heterosexual to homosexual, it's a no for me.
And that goes double for me.
Facts. Not anything that has to do with the southern exit.
That's an interesting way to say that.
You might want to stop with the play on words while you're ahead, sir.
that was a very interesting way to say that.
They don't catch you in the bind, Nate. They don't catch you in the bind. Some other time.
Some other time.
I'm gonna go on mute for the rest of the.
No, we need you.
Oh. But-
We do have. Did everybody answer?
Mhm.
yes.
We do have
Mhm.
one comment for it. Tanika said hardcore BDSM. I know exactly what you're talking about, and that is also a no.
What is that, like branding somebody?
Jay, we'll talk about it after the show, but
Oh,
let's.
Well, definitely.
I mean, you can just give a brief definition.
Go ahead. Have to be brief, please. Be the B in your last name brief, please.
Nice.
Hardcore BDSM is like extreme things. Like it's basically a dom who lives off of seeing their submissive in the most uncomfortable type of position and pain. So they're the ones that will basically, like if it's a male, let's say if it's a male dom, they're the ones that are going to sit here. If let's say if the woman's giving them head, they're not going to stop until they literally see tears coming out
Or
her eyes.
she's throwing up.
Or she's
All right, that's brief enough, guys. That's brief enough. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
So
Yeah.
so dropping the refrigerator on them is hardcore too, right?
No.
That nigga, that's abuse.
not.
We're not talking about Home Alone,
That is
bro.
domestic violence.
That's why I was like, shit. That's why I said Brandon at the first. I'm like, I'll put my initial in your
Not a part of that.
We'll talk more after the show, bro.
Okay. After.
What is your opinion on open relationships?
It's too much like Sharon, and I'm not doing that with mine.
You have to be confident for that and really be open and honest to have it. I'm not knocking anybody who does have an open relationship. It's just one of those things where you have to be in a different mental to be able to handle something like that. But for me, no.
I feel like if you're in an open relationship, you might as well be single.
Agreed.
Pretty much. I mean, it's like, true, you have to have like a mental for it, but to me, if you're the type of person that is like, like you're only like it's easy for you to get like emotional attachment with a certain person. It's almost impossible to do.
I'm a I'm gonna say half of y'all in the world, not on the panel, half y'all in the world in an open relationship and don't even know it. So
No
Ouch.
lies told. No
Oh,
lies told.
I mean,
No lies told.
I'm about to say,
that's
yeah,
a
Aaron,
Ray
well
has spoken.
Aaron with the hurtful truth this afternoon.
no
That's
I
lies
mean,
told.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I was born in the wrong decade. I was supposed to be born in like the 60s or the 50s or something, where
I
you
believe.
know
Well, I don't know about the 50s, but 60s, 70s, I was definitely supposed to be around there. Maybe even the 80s, but
this new school love it, and I'm not I want no parts of it really.
Mm-mm-mm.
Gerald, did you say maybe you should have been born in the 80s?
you know what I mean. Like, be
He's born in the 80s. Like you are born in the
Talking
80s.
about your adult years in the 80s.
yes, my teenage adult years being in the
That's not what
80s.
you said. You said born.
I don't need you to
That was a good
critique
catch. That's a good catch, Professor.
No. You critiqued me too earlier, so don't do that.
Don't
All
do
right.
that, Jag. Don't do that,
All
Joe.
right.
Don't do
All
that.
right, we
You
critique.
did that to me
Okay.
earlier.
All right.
I told you, you
Oh,
better.
no.
No. Go put something in that cup. That's green or blue color. This would be a whole different type of show.
Oh, it would be,
Lord.
but I'm sober,
Oh
so-
Lord.
and I'm on fire sober. So
You
continue.
are.
That's
Because
the crazy part.
that mankind joke, that was top notch right there.
That was
we all back. I might come back to it later in the show, but
All right.
let's
That's
go.
still comment of the night for me. I'm sorry.
Facts. But let's get to the comments. Did everybody answer?
yeah. Did everybody answer?
We can move on. We can move on to the comments.
Okay. Tanika said, I agree. She agrees with me. Derek is in the building. What's up, Derek?
What up, my guy?
What up, man?
He says, not doing open anything. Mine's is mine's. Fuck out of here.
Yes, right. Claim that. Never mind.
Wanisha said, it's not for me. I've seen some relationships fail because of it. And Tanika says, also, what was the point of me getting married if I wanted an open relationship? This question is a little more complex for some.
Yeah. Very, very true. I was gonna say that earlier too. Like we probably should not that it matters, but you know, direct whatever. My God, my tongue's tied at the moment. But
So
we should probably
answer from a single person.
answer from no, not single. Someone who's married and not married.
Okay,
Right.
got you. Have you ever had anything stuck or lost inside your body?
Come on now.
Yeah.
Water on that one.
Meech, tell us about that one time you ate that Hot Wheel.
What the?
I'm
You got a
joking,
metal
bro.
plate in your head.
I'm joking, bro.
Yeah, a tampon, and I never used one since.
No, damn well, that's not what we talking. Well,
All
okay.
right.
Object?
He said Meech the Hot Wheels, so I just thought I answered.
Oh my god, but no, I've never had anything
The
stuck
string
in me.
came off.
Hell no, I ain't never had
Hell
that
to
stuck
the
in me.
no.
All right. Next question, please. We can get to the comments on the next question.
Wait,
Because
Tanisha said, hell no.
I just wanted to see people reactions
Hell
to that
to the
question.
no.
It was that gerbil and that man on that TV show. Okay.
Let's leave Richard out of
I was watching TikTok and they had these people who animals swallowed shit that they shouldn't have swallowed. Like one dog was white and he swallowed, it looked like a butt plug. So it literally looked like his butt was doing this with different colors. Just saying.
My question is, how do you even get to it? Why would y'all not put shit like that away in the drawer?
Why would you ask her to explain more when you try to get her off this damn topic?
I'm sorry. It's just, what the fuck?
And with that, I quit.
Wow.
Oh, you didn't quit.
I thought you was done with. Yeah, I thought you was done quitting with your Snickers.
Come on, you're trying to pack me full of nuts. Don't do that.
Next question.
If you could only do one position for the rest of your life, which one would you choose?
Missionary.
Missionary. Look in the depths of your soul.
God damn, that's a hard one, and that's what she said.
I hope it was what she said.
Also would be a problem.
Shit.
Yeah,
Damn. I can't.
it's like a three-way tie. I can't pick.
Well, what's your 3?
Doggy from the side and missionary.
All right.
Shit.
What's yours, me? Since you got a hard time choosing.
It's between missionary and
The power
69.
bomb.
He
What-
said
go-
69. I heard that shit.
Wow.
Me
Okay.
too. A nasty one.
I didn't know.
This-
I didn't know me was.
No. This is a non-judgment
About 2
zone,
seconds
y'all.
before to the corner.
I mean, I'm not judging. I'm just shocked.
Oh, you
Okay.
judging?
Okay. Go ahead, mate.
He said the horse is in the stable.
Boy, oh boy.
I
Let's go to the
definitely
car.
got the missionary.
Say that
Right.
again.
I'm gonna say missionary. Yeah. That
Let's go to the comments.
toes in the mouth while they never mind.
You and toes, like that's just.
I like my toes sucked. Don't do that. That's why my feet stay done.
I mean, I would think, yeah.
She did say that at the top of the show.
She did. All right, we got 2 comments. Derek says doggy style, and Tanika said, "I'm riding it like a rodeo, baby."
Ride it like
Let me
a
see you.
camel.
Let me see you bounce that. Word that. Word
Okay.
that.
And Renisha said, "Missionary and R from behind while gripping my throat." Our reverse cowgirl. Okay.
Okay.
Got my boots on the ground.
If you
I'm gripping the throat. Mhm.
What them fans that?
oh man,
Whoa, whoa.
That'd be just like that too. That's the crazy part.
Right.
okay.
Continue.
This is a follow-up question. If you had to give up one position for the rest of your life, which one would you give up?
Damn. Damn.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My knees ain't shit. I'm giving up riding.
You know what? I hate that for y'all women.
I hate that I was gonna say that, but then I just
Listen,
didn't wanna put
okay,
that
hear me
look.
out. Hear me
Of
out.
course, y'all gonna give up right
Before I fucked up my knees, I would have been like, no. But Professor Knees is fucked up, okay? Now
You
I
just-
lost a little weight. I don't know. I ain't did it, but I'm not to try and see. But as of right now,
You just need more support. That's all. But don't give up.
don't give up. Okay.
Don't
Maybe I
don't
need
quit.
to look. I done lost some weight. Maybe no, because I like big dudes. Because that ain't gonna work. You know that cheer that you can put over them. I don't know if they got, and I don't know. They give you the support. He just gonna have to help lift my ass up. Okay, never mind.
That's it.
I mean, most of the time, depending on who you're dealing with, that's exactly what they do. And they just
Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again, Heather. Please don't ever do that again.
I'm sorry.
You look crazy doing that.
Halfway. They're meeting.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is this though. I like big dudes. I got short legs. So that's kind of even a more Well, I'll make it do what it do. That's what I'm saying.
Well, what position would y'all give up?
That's what I'm waiting to hear.
I'll give the position my wife hates the most. How about that, assholes?
You ain't married, so
we.
what position is that?
Just put the man's just put the man's status all over.
Yeah, just because I don't wear my ring on the show don't mean never mind.
Sorry. Answer the question.
Go ahead, Jay. I already heard you say 69, so go ahead and speak on it, sir.
Yeah, it's just just it's just I don't know, I don't need any more. I don't need any accidents or anything like that happening to me. And then not to mention you may suck a person, suck a little too good, and something may come out of Hershey Highway, and I don't need that in my life. So yeah, I give up that.
I mean, you did a loophole in that because that's a 69, so y'all still can suck and fuck or suck each other, just not at the same time. That was smart. I'm just saying.
No, you just go.
Oh Lord Jesus.
You got some on your forehead, Jay. By the way,
I what?
you had it on your forehead when you did that little.
Right.
She left it there from last time,
Uh-huh.
and that's why you don't do 69 no more.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
Had to scrub my face with Dr. Bonners.
Still didn't work, did it?
It did.
You look a little bit more light skinned than
that
normal.
shit is.
All right, off to the comments, please.
You
much
two at the bottom
anything.
think y'all slick because ain't nobody answered the question.
Wait, Meech, you didn't answer.
I know. I was going to.
Well, go ahead, Meech. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The position where the woman's legs is on your shoulder and she's up in the air.
Eating cat in the air and giving that up?
No. Drilling her while she's up in the air while her legs is on my shoulders. Like I'm sorry, I can't do that kind of support no more.
So you go to the gym for what reason again?
So you was over there, baby boy, and her like what's his name did?
But that African school.
Oh, you was Melvin on that
Melvin. He was Melvin that ass.
Me say he too old for that now. He's 40.
Did your knee give out?
Thank you.
He's like, my knees, my back can't quite.
Oh, niggas. Oh.
Damn it, I blew a knee.
Yeah. Session over, baby. Session over. I gotta go ice.
No, I gotta go ice.
Back out.
Anything in the car. I'm too old, too big for anything in anyone's vehicle. We can't get a room, or we can't go back to her crib or my crib. It just gonna have to wait.
I feel you. Now, back in the day, though.
Back in the day, now you get a Charlie horse and be like, hold up, lift that front seat forward a little bit.
Hold on. Let me straighten this leg out. Let me straighten this leg out.
The armrest is poking me in the back, girl. Dang.
What if she wants to give you head though in the car?
I ain't gonna tell her no, but at the end of the day, I'm still like, can this just wait till we, I'm driving 100 down the street and I'm doing 135. Like, can't this wait?
Not 135.
God
Like,
damn,
this is reckless driving at this point. Either way.
That part.
I got to be alert on the road. Like, oh no,
I'm alert.
I'm not gonna lie. I've had that situation before. We almost crashed on the freeway, so I will not do that again.
One time, did you die though?
But did you die?
Well, she was here to cheat. I'm gonna say it's really not. She's here to tell
almost. Almost doesn't count.
Look, right. On to the comments and on to the next question.
All right. Tanika said none.
I agree.
And Wenisha said, I don't know if it's an abbreviation, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
You never knew that before?
Oh no, I never seen it spelled like that.
She old. She old. She don't know these things. But anyway, continue.
Oh, nigga, we the same age. As a matter of fact, you older than me. The fuck?
I ain't old. I'm experienced.
Okay, drunk sex or sober sex?
Shit.
I like them both. Yeah. Drunk and high sex is amazing though.
Sober.
Honestly, either or. Either or for me.
A what?
Either or.
Oh, let me say you have an aura. I'm like, a what?
I thought he said that too. I was like, you got an aura? What, you Prince now? Like,
Like, what did you do?
Oh my god. I can't.
I would say both, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit nastier drunk.
wow.
But high sex, yes.
I've never had that before. So what is it on that makes it more?
It
So high sex
intensifies
is very
the feeling.
euphoric.
Mhm.
It's very euphoric.
But what if you don't have a euphoric mind?
It's gonna make you so. It's like this. You ever been high or to the point where, like, say you move, but your body is catching up to your movement? Like, you ever had that?
No.
I've never. Oh my god.
See, I think so. I don't want to discredit your comment, but I think men's sex and women's sex high may be different because at the end of the day, women mind is always wondering and thinking, and y'all always got something going on in your head. We be focused on not coming too quick, and we be focused on like putting our best performance forward.
You
That
focused in
I'm
that
not
moment,
sure.
basically.
I'm not sure if euphoric will mean anything for a man, and I don't. Again, I never had it, so maybe I need to ask someone who.
I
It's
think
a
it's
bit of an
something you have
intensifier,
to
too.
experience to understand. Put it that way.
But it's also an intensifier as well. It's something about when you think about when you do nut versus if you're high and everything is a bit more desensitized. It's a little bit more. I don't want to say it's like you're in a haze, but everything just feels like it's doubled. So when you hit that peak, it's almost like it keeps going and
I
going
got,
and going. Like it's
I got
crazy.
you. All right. Well, not my bag of tricks, I guess you could say. But
Mine either.
I'm gonna go neither. Celibate life.
Okay.
So,
Everybody else.
so,
Now,
so when you nut, flowers just come out the ceiling, is what you saying?
what? Like beats in his aura. Yeah, there you go.
It's
So what?
just.
This shit looking like American Beauty is just fucking rose petals.
I don't know. That's why I'm
I,
asking.
that's a very disgusting movie, and I
It is a
appreciate
very
it.
disgusting movie. It's weird, but that was the first thing I thought of, just flowers just everywhere.
So somebody answered your question, Aaron. So had to go to the comments.
Okay. Derek says high and drunk sex, especially high sex. Venetia says both cross-faded, yes. Tanika said drunk sex, even though that's how I got 3 kids by drunk sex.
Damn.
Sex, my alter ego come out.
Sasha Fierce.
Hello.
And she also said having sex for me being high is how you have niggas sick and sliding down the wall. And Derek says high sex would allow you to expand your mind, also be more in the moment with your partner because y'all both high.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
I got you. I mean, I guess
I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Interesting.
Give a ballpark number of how many times you have brought a Plan B.
I plead the fifth.
No, I'll be honest.
None.
Shit happens. I'll just fuck it.
Yeah, you was just fucking. That's what happened.
Exactly.
Quite literally.
This conversation might be illegal in some states.
Right.
Damn.
Not in the state of California that we're in, so we're good.
It was a joke. Relax. Quit being so serious. Maybe you need to go get some drink and get high too right now, so you can.
No.
Never mind.
No.
Meech, give her a sticker. Give her the snicker.
I don't want the Snicker.
Hangry,
what do I answer?
grab a sticker.
Beach, what's your answer, my guy?
0.
I find it hard to believe.
Why?
I don't.
I'm trolling.
That man is responsible and safe.
Very responsible. Very
Slow down,
responsible.
slow down on that Pepsi though.
Right.
I've been drinking water all day.
I'm happy that your guys is good peoples. Let's move on to count the people in the comments who have done otherwise.
Yes.
Oh, they kind of the same as y'all. Wanisha said 0. Tanika says, I have a IUD and Plan B came out after I was married, so 0.
I mean, I just couldn't get pregnant, so I was good. How many dates should you have before you have sex?
I hate this question because at the end
All
of the day,
wrong. If you decide to fuck on the first, the second, or the third date, so be it.
do it.
That's
Yes.
your business.
That is not necessarily your
Hey,
decision.
it's your prerogative at the end of the day.
I will
mean,
say
at the end
this
of the day,
though,
we're
if it's the
all
first time, you might want to wrap it up. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. But at the end of the day, everybody is an adult. If you decide
Exactly.
that's what you want to do, then that's what you're going to do. It shouldn't change the energy.
Yeah. Because I mean, you just flowing with a person and everything is flowing right and shit.
And let's be
You
honest,
know,
a
you may
woman knows she's fucking on the first night or not.
you may get that drunken high sex that night. Who knows?
I said, let's be honest. A woman knows she fucking you on the first night or not. She know that before you even go on a date.
A man know too.
Right.
I would agree with that.
I can't speak for a man, so that's why I said a woman knows. That's I'm sorry. So let me clarify that. Speaking from a woman perspective. Yep.
But you're also saying, Aaron, for a man too, that's y'all know as well. I said, but you, Aaron, you saying as men, y'all know as well.
Well, let me say this: like, we can't take nothing that's not offered to us, but we do have the opportunity to turn stuff down if we don't feel like that's what it is either. So
That's facts.
Because, like I said, the vibe can be completely off. So where you just don't see yourself doing anything with this person.
So let me put it this way: a woman know if she wants to fuck on the first day or not.
But if you guys offer it on the first, then nine times out of 10, or even 10 out of 10, he's gonna take it.
Facts.
That is true. I mean, I've never really, unless they're really, really, really centered on keeping that a little bit later. Most of the time, I really haven't heard of a man honestly turning that shit down.
It get turned down.
I have. But
It get
I mean,
turned
unless it's like, yeah, I'm not.
It's
I'm
possible.
cool with that.
yeah, no, I've seen guys turn it down. They didn't call me and told me. So yeah.
Damn.
I wish I would have turned down more.
Damn.
But to the comments.
All right. Let's see. Tanika said, depends on the connection and person, 100 for me. And Wanisha says, depends if we feel it. Hey.
Right.
Tanika also said, because I'm only responsible for my foreign parts, consequences have actions and actions have consequences. Talk your shit. And Derek says, at least have a meal together.
I would say at least have a coffee, but continue.
No, coffee make my stomach hurt. Don't give me no. Just give me some sugar-free juice or something.
Let's go to Buc-ee's.
What is your favorite part on the opposite sex body? Lips.
Both of them.
I said opposite sex.
I was talking to myself.
I thought it. You said it.
Shit. Favorite part on the opposite sex.
Honestly, I'm going with eyes. And the only reason is because it's the windows to the soul.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, I mean, if we're
But if they close their eyes, you can't look at the soul.
I wasn't done, damn it. Let me finish.
What am I looking at?
Sorry. I apologize.
I was
So-
gonna say on a sexual aspect, I enjoy the eyes because of how the intensity that you see, especially when they get there. That part.
What do you do with Stevie
No, not
Wonder?
that dumbass look. Not that look. What
Yeah.
kind of look was that?
And you said, yeah, you know, that shit probably turn you on. You be like, you gonna probably be talking nothing. Never mind, forget it.
Rhythm in the sky, man. Look at him with his sunglasses on.
Right.
We really bringing in. I'm
Oh
done.
my god.
Oh.
That should not be in the conversation.
It's definitely next.
I'm gonna say curvature.
Okay.
I love a curvy woman.
Agreed. But
Heather, sit down. Your 2 seconds of fame was over already. We said the windows to the soul.
All I said is that I agree.
I agree
I
too.
can't agree with that. I can't agree with the curvature of a woman. God damn it.
And next time you get your answer, god damn it.
I like
Yeah,
I like titties.
Yeah, that's ass. That's ass.
What about that?
Damn.
I like titties.
Everybody answered.
Yep.
Yes.
Wait, Meet you answer too?
I was gonna say titties and lips.
Titties and lips.
Hey, both of my favorite things to kiss.
Nasty dog.
Me, John, just
Hey,
Yeah, let's go.
Hey,
to the
I'm not.
comment.
I'm not just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You got the professor choked up. He lost the words.
I'm just
You know what it is like.
That boy,
no.
Meech, I'm hot. Meech is hot. Relax,
I'm
Meech.
sitting here looking like at other questions, and all I hear is, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, but you're not saying what you know what I'm saying. What the fuck are you saying?
He
that he
said
like
what he
titties and
said.
lips.
He said what he said. Is what he
He
said.
said what he said, and titty and lips was it.
Cause he liked to kiss both of them. I heard him.
Titties and bitches.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard that. Heather.
I'm sorry. When I heard titties and lips, for some reason it equated it to titties and bitches. I went to Snowfall. Shut
I
up.
was gonna say that. I was really gonna say that, but I was
She
like, nah,
definitely
I'm
beat you to the. She definitely beat you to the punch, bro. Because she
I was gonna
definitely
say it,
did
but I literally just was like, I blanked it out. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna say that.
You should have.
Well,
All right,
you
I'm
said it, so no need to.
Venetia said lips. Kristen is in the building. What's up? Welcome back.
What's the
What up,
deal?
boo?
She said, I'm with the professor. Next in line is shoulders. Tanika said, this question is complex for me because it depends on what draws me in first. But I'm a sucker for a pretty ass smile, so mouth, I guess. Derek said, titties for me. And Tanika said, leave my Heather alone. Let my bitch be great or let my bio be great?
It might have been Bay.
Mm. And then Kristen says, setting alarm for tomorrow to go to the gym and fine tune my curvature.
What you setting an alarm for? All you gotta do is walk out your door and go up to the other floor. Nothing do this with you today. Tonight.
Next.
Kirsten, you know nothing wrong with your curvature whatsoever.
At all.
You
At all. That's a bad bitch.
Yes. Stop the cap, Kristen.
You
Stop the cap.
you are you definitely capping right now. And I'll leave your bio alone. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. So I'll leave your bio. along.
You kind of cut out.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was tripping. That's why I was looking like
Yeah, I
that.
thought my shit was fucking up. So,
I thought
all
mine
right,
was
all
too.
right. Next question.
Okay. What do you wish health class had taught you about sex?
Wait, ask that question one more time. I'm sorry.
What do you wish health class had taught you about sex?
Mm.
That's a good question.
How does sperm go to the egg and create a baby? And that I have millions of swimmers every time I ejaculate.
You didn't learn that in health class?
No, I said I did.
I said, what do you wish health class had taught you about sex?
Oh, so I got it reversed. Okay.
And some motherfuckers still might be uncircumcised.
Sex come with emotion.
What the fuck?
It's something he wasn't taught in health class.
That's true. That is true. Meat.
Ooh, just the overall perspective of sexual health in general.
That didn't work, Heaven.
I know.
Hey, boo. You had to cut it off. You had to cut it off.
Turn off the lights.
Hey.
Said, fuck your show. It's game time.
He said, hey, and he's high as shit. No.
Said, fuck your show. Shit.
Let me tell you the funny part about it was this right here after he had already walked past.
I didn't realize he got up. I was like, oh shit.
Oh. Okay.
Come on, y'all. We got too much dead hair.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's
The question again, just so people can remember. What do you wish health class had taught you about sex?
That spankings is a felony.
When you say that spankings is a felony, you know what?
What is wrong with you?
Shit, I might as well go with it's okay to be choked.
That's also a felony.
Not when you're a willing participant. Only
and if you do it the right way.
Yeah.
And if you choke them with your pinky out, it's not
Welcome
a
back,
felony.
Aaron.
It's a misdemeanor.
Welcome back. First of all, I'm gonna have to show y'all the correct way to choke a person.
No, I don't think I want to see that.
I didn't say on the show.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have a lot to
Get a
discuss.
lot of demonstration.
Aaron, did you hear the question?
No.
What do you wish health class had taught you about sex?
Oh wow. Let me think about that for a second. Hold on.
Beach?
Pretty much just the levels of intensity of sex. Like there's soft sex, there's rough sex, like there's no indication of I don't know. but that's something I feel like that wasn't taught.
I wish that it would have taught me soul ties. You know? I wish that was something I would have known, because that would have prevented me from a lot of things growing up. I'm just saying, my 20s was something else. Okay.
How do you teach soul ties though? Like that's something like you guys.
No, what I'm saying is that emotional connection of that can happen that will keep you involved, because let's think about it. Even though it might not have been called that at the time, those things happen.
Yeah, but I think I'm just saying, I don't think my health teacher was having sex, because she was nothing. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't even think my health teacher ever had sex, but she was teaching us about it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Being in those classes, I feel like it was informative, but most of the time they were just really trying to scare you because I can't get them fucking visuals out of my head of what freaking every single disease looked like. They wanted to scare the shit out of you.
I
But
just
you
wish
still,
Dr. Booth was my sex ed teacher.
they may have scared the hell out of you, but you still out here living your best life, being reckless at times. Like you probably can't say you the most safest person in the world. Like
I
I'm
don't
not
think
getting,
nobody can say that.
yeah. So at the end of the day, like you might have those visuals in the back of your head, but you only think about them when you think about sex or health class.
But I think it's
Mhm.
more
When
so
you try
because
to get your rocks off, you're not thinking about the health
Yeah,
class
because
anymore.
and
Yeah,
some
all
of
those
us,
thoughts go out the
some of
window.
us was going to have sex right after health class. So
Not I.
no,
I was
but then there were
You
others
speak for
who
yourself, Jay.
did it. Like
I
it
was.
was literally health class that scared the fuck out of them. Was like, nah, I don't want to get pregnant. I don't want to catch anything. And then others like Gerald was like, yeah, I got a pussy appointment about 3 p.m. So I'm sorry this up type shit.
It was 2:15, but thank you. Close enough.
It's
I'm
in that. It's
done.
in that realm.
What the hell? Did everybody answer?
Go to the comments.
Move on.
Okay.
Move on. Yeah.
Tanika said, leave me alone, this liquor. What are you drinking? Let us know what you're
This
drinking.
liquor.
Chrissy said, I said, fine tune sheesh. And Patrice, you supposed to come with me.
I know because what's gonna happen is we're gonna hit the gym and then we're gonna go to the pool and then to the jacuzzi. Mhm,
Choo choo.
mhm.
She also said they could have went into detail about other nuances, kinks, BDSM, etc.
We did that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, girl, you missed it.
I'm gonna say I don't even think those shits was even out like that when we were in
They
health
was.
class. They were?
Yeah.
They wasn't called that. It wasn't called that back then.
Back
I mean,
then it was
but
just BDSM.
at the end of the day, like, ain't nothing new underneath the sun today. Y'all think y'all out here doing some
That's
new
a fact. I mean,
moves?
that's a fact, girl.
They been having diddy parties and freak offs, man. Y'all ain't new to this. They true to this.
Tanika says, once again, this question for me is more complex because things have changed since I took sex ed, but I wish we would have leaned more on STIs. Kristen says, I wish they would have expounded on the benefits of regular yoga. LOL, it comes in clutch. And she also says how what you eat can have effect on how you taste. That is facts.
That's big facts.
They
Okay.
did, yeah.
Y'all need a health class to tell y'all that?
When you were younger,
You
Not
didn't know
now.
that shit when you were younger.
I
you
did.
just ate. What I'm saying, when you was younger, you just ate bullshit. You
Yes.
didn't think about healthy.
I guess it's only the guys in because back in the day, guys was always eating. That grown up joke was we eating pineapples today because we already knew what that was gonna taste like when we.
You ain't eat no fucking pineapples. My shit.
Says who?
I
Says
feel
who?
like that was like some shit that came from maybe like
I
like
didn't
an
have
older
sex
person,
when I was
like,
2
yeah,
years,
eat
so
your
it depends on
pineapples
when in high school.
so girls
Yeah.
suck your
Your start date was way later than our start date, so I just like the going
mine
jokes in
was
high. The going jokes in high school was pineapples, and we ain't talk about like Kevin Hart pineapples either.
Oh, I know. I know. Trust me, I know.
We got one more comment before
Yeah, we
we
got
go to
two.
the next
You
question.
got to.
And Professor, you can start your cards.
I got it.
Derek says I wasn't paying attention in health class. I was ditching to have sex. Sorry, Professor. And Tanika said I'm drinking strawberry margarita buzz balls. Girl, you drinking buzz balls? Yeah, you lit.
Yeah,
You know, there's two
yeah.
different types of buzz balls too, right? One
The
has
small,
wine
the
and one
small
has
size
vodka.
and the big size.
No,
Mhm.
no. You got
I'm,
one
jo-
that
One
I'm
costs
joking.
one is
and
3 for 10, the other one is $18. But go ahead.
no, but one has wine in it, and the other one has vodka. So there's a chiller, and then whatever the other one is, I can't think of the name of it. So it's one is a wine and one is a vodka. So
Huh?
you wonder why you get real fucked up is because you drinking wine and vodka together with whatever else
God
is mixing
damn.
this shit.
We
Just
got
so
one
you
more
know.
comment.
Jeez.
Kristen says, "Oh well, I bloomed late, so I didn't know about the food thing."
I guess it was just the fellas then. Maybe it was just a guy thing.
I'm telling you, I feel like it was just like an older dude that was just telling y'all, or older brother or something like.
No, there was dudes in my class. It was again.
And they
Everybody.
probably was told by somebody older too.
But you got to remember. Oh, not to be funny when I say this. in the time of from when I was in school to the time you were in school, as high school is concerned, they were more. How do I want to say this?
Just say with your
Woke
mankind.
to what was going on as far as sex is concerned because it got more advanced.
That's
But let me just say this. At the end of the day, like my health class compared to your health class is completely different because I necessarily didn't even have a health class. I went to a private school. So at the end of the day, like we got taught anatomy. We got one video, but at the end of the day,
Example, that's a private school. I'm sorry.
was it the birthing video?
it was a
We
part
saw
of
birthday
it.
videos in junior high.
I didn't see that shit till I was high school.
I
They
didn't see
show
that
it
till
us
high
in junior
school.
high.
Sorry, junior high.
But my bad, Eric. But what was the video that y'all saw in private
I mean,
school?
it was all the things you think. It was just one long ass video. It showed you all those daunting images that you still think about. The birth video, like just I, once they teach us all that the people in the class wasn't mature enough for the video got turned off, and that was the end of health class. One day,
But I tell you one thing, and Aaron knows, watching somebody give birth on TV is totally different from watching somebody do it in real life.
speak for the person in the back of the room, please.
We took me one
It's
time to see that shit. Nope.
what I'm saying is you can see it on TV and you ha ha ha, but when you see that shit in person,
It is a whole totally different.
it's a whole
situation.
totally different thing. And I've seen quite a few nieces and nephews be born.
Beautiful thing, by the way, fellas. Beautiful thing.
Aw. You're proud of it.
But
All right, next question.
what's an immediate red flag when it comes to sex?
Older.
Body odor.
Give head
The what?
if they don't want to give head.
Mm. Okay.
That is a huge red flag. Because what? No, I take that back. If they don't want to give head, but they want to receive it,
I hear you.
That was my
I,
first.
I could definitely understand that one. And for me, is not knowing how to give head.
You guys are going too far. Hold on. I'm gonna stop. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. There's no worse feeling than having teeth scrape your shit. Like,
Me. So I'm gonna say that you're looking for someone well experienced. So you can't complain about what her body count is, or you can't complain what her Carfax report say then. And at this point, then that's all I gotta say then, right? You're looking for someone that's well experienced in the field of how to please you orally.
Did you have a traumatic experience?
Yes.
We all have had traumatic experiences. Come on now, we had to start somewhere.
What's your red flag, sir?
I didn't say body odor when Gerald said body odor.
Hygiene is definitely one of them.
If you stink,
That's a definite.
dick go like this.
And I don't want to hear, I'm gonna go jump in the shower. No, I'm gonna leave.
No. If you wasn't in the shower before we got here, nah, bro. Mm-mm.
that odor is gonna hit you like a damn uppercut. Like, like no.
Really,
Just,
but
yeah, hygiene is
the biggest ones.
Saying the wrong name, so I have a rule too. Don't call me daddy. Like don't give me no generic pronoun. Like I have a name that my mama gave me.
Well, what if she called you Big Daddy Aaron?
That's fine, but make sure that Aaron gets on the end of it.
He was like, Big Daddy here. Yeah.
There you go. She fuck around and say Big Daddy Meat. She's like, hold up, where my pistol at?
Well, I say, he gave you the stickers too.
What? Where's my Mr. Sacco? you didn't messed up messing with me.
Before I delete you, I'm gonna. Should I do this? Yup.
You got the Sacco angel and devil talking at you like.
Oh my god! But yeah, bad. But body odor is definitely the red flag. Like before we even make it
yeah.
that far, if you stink, it's just not gonna happen.
If you talking to me and your tongue is white, get the fuck on.
Damn.
Wow.
I think if your kinks go too far left for my liking, it's a red flag for me too.
That's a fact.
Like
Yeah.
don't like go left field on me, and I'm just supposed to think I'm supposed to go left field with you like that. I'm good.
Don't tell me to lay there and don't move and don't make a sound while you fuck me. Because guess what? I'm out. It's a no.
Who,
That's weird.
who the fuck wants a mute
Nate,
during sex?
Nate, do.
It's a kink.
Ain't shit for that. You ain't shit for that.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay.
You're basically putting in all the work and you're not doing shit.
Throw that ass back.
All right.
So basically, no.
No, Aaron, be quiet because Aaron finna say something.
Everybody hit it. Everybody go for the jugular. Listen, everybody go for the jugular.
Are we
Let's
ready
go,
for
bro.
the show?
Go, Aaron.
Come on with it.
This is gonna be very contradictory, or controversial. So, trigger warning in advance, fellas. If she don't get up and get you the warm towel afterwards, it's a red flag.
Word?
Women, women. Take it how you want it. If he don't get up and get you the warm rag when he's done, it's a red flag. So it ain't meant to be one or the other. If someone's not getting up to get that warm towel, then it's a red flag for me.
What if it's a situation where y'all both panting? Is like, who gonna get it?
That's a red flag. That's a red flag. Why are both so selfish to the point that someone can't get the warm rag out the
So
bathroom?
basically, you
It ain't
said,
about
so
being
basically you saying
selfish.
it's a 50-50. It's not really.
Shit out of each other and can't fucking move.
Yeah.
What he's saying is not that you can't rest. He's just saying somebody needs to get up and get the
At
goddamn.
some point,
Gotcha.
someone needs to make a move. And I just feel like if you gotta go in the bathroom and do all the work on your own, and you know she got it dripping
So
down her
you want her to
leg.
bring you the wet rag, but you want her to wipe you too. That's what
It's
you've never wiped your man down.
It's a plus that she do, but I think it's a great gesture when I think whether he goes all over you or you go all over him, whatever the case may be, whoever is the closest gets the rag. And a lot of times I'm the one that go get the rag because I'm just that type of guy. But at the end of the day, like I think it's very, very sexy when afterwards she goes, "Let me get the rag," and she does do the wipe me down.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna lie.
That nice.
I have.
And make sure it's warm water too.
If it's two, she got that wet soapy one, and then that just wet one to get it off with.
Yep.
If she come with two of them, she a keeper.
But it also depends on the situation too, because if it is a situation where it's like a dom situation, usually that comes with their aftercare. So it's really not her or him getting it, it's whoever the dom is, because they're going to perform the aftercare. So they're going to get the rag, they're going to make sure that you're good and take care. So it just really depends on the relationship and the situation.
That's a whole other world. I just Jesus Christ. Like, how do you learn all the rules and the rule books and stuff? Like, cause I be messing with the rules all day.
I mean,
Right.
you learn from experience. You learn. Do your homework.
I'm too old to be
Find out
doing
things.
homework.
Right.
No, what I'm saying is this: if there's something you ever want to try, or you ever heard of, you're intrigued by it, look it up.
Yeah,
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I'm not saying look up everything you hear, but if it's something that really intrigues you that you might want to do, then that's what you look up, just so that you can kind of get an understanding or a better understanding of it.
fellas, I'm gonna tell you, stick to your normal. Make sure you keep her happy and stick to your normal, because the moment you start, looking at the extra stuff, you might find yourself on West Hollywood. So just stick to your normal. If your finisher move is the left foot forward, the Captain Morgan stance, just do your Captain Morgan. Don't. Hey, you do the Albert Brenneman. You right here, Albert Brenneman. That's all you need. Anything outside of that, we don't need all that, Albert. Just right here, fellas.
Captain Morgan. with a bottle with a cup of Kool-Aid.
Some people like to have experiences.
Heather, you
It
live a
just really
different
depends on the
lifestyle.
person.
Exactly. It depends
It
on who you're
depends on
dealing
the
with.
person.
You know, if they've been benevolent.
Keep your partner happy.
Yeah, keep your partner.
Absolutely.
Just keep your
To
partner
the
happy.
let's keep these comments happening.
Alrighty. Renisha said hygiene. Kristen said smell and hygiene. She also said if a reason for trying to circumvent protection is that pull out game strong, the answer is no. And Derek says, oh, he agreed with me. And Kristen says lying or pretending to be more interested than necessary when the goal is just to get off. Facts.
Okay.
Wow.
Damn.
Do you like to be called any names during sex, and which ones?
Aaron.
I'm gonna say this right now. When it comes to sex, slut me the fuck out. Call me daddy's little dirty slut. Okay.
That's a good girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't give a shut. Don't give me that look.
Who, me?
No, Aaron, when he was on the screen.
Because I'm a firm believer sex is meant to be nasty.
Of course.
Slut me the fuck out.
Especially when you love the person.
Sex
all the
is
way
not, sex is not meant to be nasty, guys. Sex is meant to reproduce.
No, you did it.
Be fruitful and multiply.
And guess what? A lot of these motherfuckers ain't reproducing. They just practicing.
I'm just joking. Don't take my troll as
Let me the fuck out. Sex is
Read my
supposed to be
life.
nasty.
Yeah, definitely call me a good girl.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the fellas don't want to be called nothing besides their goddamn name.
my head a little itchy right now. Sorry.
Whatever I tell you to call me. How about that?
Mhm. You went to that role play.
Right. Say my name is Reginald.
Like,
What?
follow me.
Where the fuck did I'm done.
I like it. I'm into that.
Reginald. Out of all names.
She just can't call you Reggie.
No, I like no proper name. Say Reginald. I'm into that.
What movie is that from?
Booty call up in this bitch.
If you really want, just call me Professor. I'm saying.
Y'all names are too long. Reginald, Professor, pause. But y'all name is too long.
Right. Bust
You
a
need
big stick.
You need a Heather. That's all you need. Heather. See, one syllable. Heather, not Reginald. Professor. This is Heather. That's all you need.
Just
That's
something straight to the point. Huh? Aaron, that's it.
That's it. You get it. You get it. Thank you. He can't say Demetrius. He gotta say Meech. That's it. Straight to the point.
Shit. I tell you to spell it. Sometimes say Reginald, baby. Capital R. G.
Here could a 1.69 flared up because he don't know what come at the G. He don't know what come at the G.
I know. I know. I'm lost.
In the words of each, I quit.
I quit too. I quit.
With a capital R, I'm done.
It's the capital R for me, but
I told you just keep it short at Reggie.
That is too long.
Shut up and say Reginald.
Like, you want to spell it? He can't spell it his damn self.
I know. That's why I got my phone next to it. Ara.
Oh my god.
E.
I'm done.
what the hell is wrong with him?
Anyway, Meech, did you answer the question?
You didn't.
Because I really don't have no specific name. half the time I'm not even going to be paying attention to it. I'm going to be paying attention to pounding your shit.
You ain't never said call me Blaze, bitch.
Or venomous. Call me venomous.
Who giving you this venomous snicker?
What the fuck is wrong? What the hell is wrong with you?
Venom.
Fucking dumb.
Call of Duty is wow.
Oh,
Who
Can we
give
go to
you
the comments, please?
ASAP.
I'm surprised you're not slapping your knee right now.
Go to the comments, man.
I'm trying to catch my damn breath. Shit.
Put more emphasis on the K and knee too, by the way, because that sounds too close to something else, Heather.
You said what?
Put some emphasis on the K and knee, because that sounds a little too close to something else. I want him slapping his knee on the show.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I got my apron on.
Krista says depends. Sometimes the mission is to be a whore and be enthusiastic as well.
I like that spirit.
Benicia says, yes, you can slut me out and sometimes be sensual with it. Depends on the mood we're in.
Facts.
And Krista says, what I don't like is an extensive quiz. Don't ask me nothing. Now instructions I can work with.
You like that? You like that?
What's 8 times 8?
Okay.
64, daddy. Aaron.
Yep. As soon as you said daddy, it's too late. Nope. Pull up the pants. It's been real.
Go like this.
You be like, bitch, what you call me? No, I'm done. That's it.
Like, where my socks at? It's how to give her to mankind.
How did you learn to give or practice giving head?
How do you practice?
I don't know. That's what the question said.
Listen, I became
If you're okay, wait, time out.
women do practice. I guess you're right. Women do practice.
Men too. I've seen them do the peaches and all that you practice.
If you're a man practicing, you a square. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that could be it. For me, I never practiced. Just I was, that time and I did it, and their response was, "You can't be no virgin because this ain't the first time you ever did this." What it wasn't the first time. I'm just saying, sometimes you're just good at shit that you do.
Unfortunately, my situation was the opposite of Puds, and it kind of was a little reminiscent of what Meech said earlier. It took my first time, which was absolutely horrible, to learn pretty much never to do that shit again.
You gotta learn from your mistakes.
But it only took one time, because after that, it was smooth sailing.
I like
Literally.
the Tundra with that.
Honestly, you go through learning just by being hands-on, like
hands on.
Hey, I like that. Hands on.
Hey, you learn as you're doing while it's right there in your face.
I guess I can say I practiced because I used to eat popsicles when I was a kid a lot.
Riveting.
If it doesn't go all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face.
But I think it's also you paying attention.
No, that's not right. Not for a woman. You got to catch it. You got to catch them all like Pokemon. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But it also depends. It's also you paying attention to the person too and what they're reacting to. That's
exactly how I learn.
Gerald, you learn by doing your ABCs. That's how you learn.
No.
And you know what? Because you're right.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, because some men, they need the head and the shaft. Some men, it's the head. It just
everybody is different.
It's just when when you're down there doing your thing, you know where the sensitive spots are, and you know where the sensitive spots are, and then you get more reaction when you're in these particular spots, and then you make a mental note of it.
Mhm.
And then whoever I do this to next, I'm attacking.
Whoever he do it to next.
I'm playing with you, Cheryl.
I
I'm
feel sorry
done.
for that girl that you met at 2:15 in the parking lot. I feel sorry for that girl.
And the funny thing is, I was just learning at that point.
I'm sure you missed the class, so I'm sure you were just learning.
Damn.
Hey, now I'm a master.
Hey, you put a ring on it.
Abilities.
Hey, she said, you know, I do forever. So hey, you damn right you're a master.
You better. Much as I slurping nothing. Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, she is
Hey.
upset.
You leave my sister out of this.
I will.
Z, I love you. Don't let this man. Never mind.
Leave my sister out of this. Z, I love you.
Let's go to the comments before I get killed.
Multiple times.
It's just 2 comments. Derek said, "Call me Tony."
You like to be beat, my bro?
Listen,
Yo.
our folks have went through enough slavery to still for one of us to get beat.
That's the one name you shouldn't want to be called.
Or Kunta Kinte.
Exactly. No, you want to be called Kunta. You know, Kunta strong, lasts long. Toby, he just weak and and being beaten and no. Let's
Okay.
just,
Back to the comments. Venetia said, "Big stick popple." No, it's popple. Big stick.
hey, I like that big stick papa. You heard that, baby?
Hey, you just gave him a new name.
Where is your antennas at, Heather?
We are taking Reginald out of the equation.
So like, finally, yes.
All right, let me read it.
Capital B. I-G.
Big popsicles, I guess. LOL. Each man is different, and I like different things. Kristen says, "I agree with Heather. I pay attention to body language, sound, and then when I figure out what the fave thing is, I lock in like a sniper." Hashtag throw spray. Damn. Hashtag throw spray and hashtag souls gone.
When you become a professional, you don't need throw spray, baby.
Say it louder for the ones in the back, Professor.
When you become a professional, you don't need no throat spray.
It does.
Cause that bitch gonna get it every motherfucking time. I'm just saying.
Clutch my pearl.
Not the slapping up the throat. Like, good lord.
Don't do yours, Meeks. Don't do yours, Meeks. Let her do hers. Please don't do yours.
I done lost weight, so I done got a little bit more throat. So that means I can get a little bit more in there. I'm just
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. No. Not the rub down. Do the slapping. All right, cool. Thank you. Heather B, back up. Calm down.
No, I'm just laughing.
We're not talking about curvature no more.
That sound.
I'm laughing.
That sound like cheese clapping up in there. You know, it sound like throat nothing.
Like,
That's
man,
ass.
that's kinda
That's
hard.
ass.
Yeah, right. Go in there, smell like burnt porcupine meat after y'all walk out that room. But anyway, next question.
if you needed a fun, safe word doing sex, what would you want it to be?
Bitch, get off me.
That's gonna be fun for you.
Woo! I don't know. I honestly don't.
Pokemon. I said what I said.
I don't know why I was gonna say, would it be a specific Pokemon?
I told you I got to catch them all.
I would imagine somebody just yelling at the Pikachu. Pikachu.
Wrong one. Wrong one. Keep going. Yeah, that ain't the right word.
What, Squirtle?
Nope. She said Pokemon. She didn't say no individual characters.
I know. I was playing. I know.
That's like,
Didn't I say what? Gotta catch them what? Oh, gotta catch them all.
Say word
Oh
shit.
my god.
Some shit.
what you bouncing on?
I was dancing.
Oh, sorry.
Well, what's y'all safety word?
Booger
Hold
shit.
up. Hold 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 up.
My safe word. I'm about to nut.
By the time you say it, it's too late.
Don't
That's
say
right.
stop because that just make me want to keep going.
That's why I gotta say, hold up. Hold up.
Like,
Hold up.
slow
Hold
down,
up.
slow down, slow down. Nope.
You got
nope,
me like,
nope. Speed up, speed
hold
up.
up, popping on the top of her head and shit. Forehead just hurt.
Nah, I'll thump her.
I do have I have a question about that for the fellas. Have y'all ever had that situation where you were getting, service and it was so good to the point where you wanted to
What she
just
say?
Why
Service
you,
like
I'm gonna say, why you saying that like I'm at a gas station? But anyway,
I'm getting a damn oil change.
am I what?
Come again.
I'm sorry, what?
All lies. All lies. All lies.
But why were you doing what, Heaven?
I said that have you ever had a situation where a woman was giving you head and it was so you nutted, she kept going and you almost wanted to just
Why do y'all do that?
No, because when
we like the torture.
because when I because
All right, so don't be
no, I'm
Men
no,
do it too.
exactly.
Yeah, men do it too. Y'all, we
Don't-
be telling y'all to stop too, and y'all just
no.
don't.
I mean, but see, that's
even
what I'm saying.
exchange, fair exchange.
Right, fair exchange. But when I nutted, I
Facts.
fainted. So she had to. I was like, I'm about to. She said, and I'm just.
The sound effects was crazy.
So she just took the money.
Hey, Pac-Man down.
So he's just all sound effects tonight. Okay.
All of us. He old boy from Police Academy tonight.
No, that's the master. I can't do all this.
Damn.
Everybody give their answer.
Yeah,
So
regular
basically, she's
comments.
just taking all of the money shot, huh?
I like a good money shot.
Kristen said, "Professor, I'm not a professional. I'm a fairy."
She a fairy.
Yeah.
She a fairy.
I can't wait till that song go away.
I hate that song with a passion. I ain't gonna even hold you.
She also said her safe word would be bumbleclap.
Oh,
Nobody getting that out in time.
right. That's
Bumbleclap.
all you gonna get.
Damn it!
Y'all are terrible.
You stuttering like old boy from
That was funny. That was funny.
Harlem Nights.
yeah.
You gonna be sounding like water. You gonna be sounding like water boy. Like you gonna be sounding like water boy in a minute.
No, it's the dude that was trying to talk. Oh shit.
Okay, we got more comments. Derek said, I did this for the previous. He says, honestly, I learned from reactions and also women will let you know. I have a few women I'm cool with, and when sex is the topic, they let me know how they like it, and I try on the women I'm with. Kristen said,
I'm finna fuck
Nassau. She said chow mein.
NASA.
What's your cup?
NASA.
How you don't know about the space program?
Anyway.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's crazy.
Said Nassau. Where the W?
He
at?
also said chow mein. And she said, just throw up gang signs when it's time to stop, like a deaf couple would. Laughing my ass.
No. That's cap. Because
I'm not even done. And she still got
cap.
support.
That's cap. I've seen a deaf couple have sex. They just loud and they don't hear themselves.
No, man. Okay, we're going to
Yeah. Yeah. Stop it. They just yeah.
Oh my God.
Like I said, I had to pour water on them. So they can stop. Pour water on them.
This is horrible.
There's
So
a
this
special
goes back
place.
to the earlier question. You a voyeur.
No, I wasn't watching. I heard it, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? And you go to the room, they just going, and I'm just, oh
So,
God.
You a voyeur.
yeah, you watched it.
No, I'm not. No, I didn't intentionally watch it.
It don't matter. You
Did-
unintentionally became a voyeur.
Period.
Hey, call it what you want, but
But
that was the
I
most
did it.
horrifying
Okay, y'all.
in years I've ever heard or seen.
You want me to tell you why? Because you didn't just leave. You went back and got water to come back and pour on them. You a voyeur.
No, I had the bottle of water in my hand already.
No, you didn't say that. See, now you're making up shit, Jared. I don't want to hear that.
I'm just like,
We got
Debbie,
3 more.
stop it. And she just, yeah.
You said Debbie.
No, I said Debbie, stop. I didn't say
Uh,
Aunt Debbie.
I thought you said Auntie Debbie. I'm like, hold up.
Stop. Is she deaf?
I don't
Did
know.
you sign it?
Yeah,
He had a 1.69.
You know
You think he knows sign language?
Let me tell you what did. He did this.
I'm like an old woman. Yeah. I'm just like, all right, fuck it. Oh no! Exactly. Now get your
Oh no!
continue. Sorry.
Oh
We
shit!
got 3 more. We got 3 more comments.
Woo.
Kristen said Jabberwocky. She said fungus. And then she said, I knew he would go into that, laughing my ass off. Yeah.
Well, thanks to Jay, we had no more deaf viewers watching the show anymore. We appreciate you, Jay.
They wasn't watching nothing. Never mind.
They can read the subtitles. Shut up.
We don't have those.
Actually, they do. They're
We
there.
do, and they're on YouTube as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They can self generate.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They reading that shit like, is this motherfucker really?
So
Yep. It's all in capital letters. Like I like my name spelled in nothing.
shut up, Reginald. I mean Gerald.
There it is. Capital R.
Do we have time?
Oh,
Okay. This is to the whole panel. Who do you think in this whole panel has the strongest sex drive and why?
Well, that's obvious at this point. She already said 3 times a day, twice on nights and weekends.
21 rounds a week, 21 rounds a week.
21 rounds a week and
We
shit.
did say it earlier, but
If you wanted a question to kind of highlight yourself, then you definitely proved that
Okay,
question by
okay,
saying
okay.
First of all, I didn't even remember. I wasn't paying attention to earlier. Let me do a different one. Do you have a list of all the people you ever slept with? Or have you ever made a list?
no. That's
Never
cycle.
made a
That's
list.
that's cycle. That's cycle to me.
Mhm.
Unless you gonna go back and kill him afterwards.
Right. I ain't getting no answer. Like, let me call Kim.
you
He
don't-
didn't answer. Let me call.
No, Kim
Rick.
can do it all night. You heard what he said.
Hey, that's for his
Yeah.
wife. That's his.
gonna be a
That's his
damn.
wife. I don't want to know that about his wife.
You gonna be a
He
damn
said it in his
DMX song, right? It was Brenda Keisha.
About
Right.
3
I-
kilos.
No, I do not have no list.
Inez and Lisa.
Don LaShawn.
Your middle name, huh?
but we
Lachey.
do got
My middle
2.
name is Don Shay.
Close enough. He had 2 of you in. He had 2 of you in one name.
Mhm.
We got 2 comments answering that before you go to the next one. Renisha said no, and Kristen said no. Oh, and she also says I can't be taught. I can't be taught like caught up like
Caught
Tommy.
up.
I can't talk right now.
We
I can't be
see.
caught up like Tommy with the GT debacle.
She didn't even get the D out. She just said GT.
I said GTD.
That's all right.
Kristen
We going.
Tell got the draws. All right.
We going.
She
We're going to
pull-
mask off.
She be pulling boxers out. Like,
Do you
damn.
think it's okay to stay friends with someone you used to sleep with?
And you're in a relationship with somebody else now.
If you want to say
That's a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Why would you not have be friends with someone that you once had sex with, unless you're married or unless it's
Or unless it
causing a disturbing in your current relationship.
right? Or unless it ended bad.
It really honestly depends. It really depends on the situation. Like they said, it's like if it ended a certain way, if it is a situation where your partner is not I think it comes down to what your partner is comfortable with. If they are not okay with you being friends with someone who you messed with, then you really have to be respectful of the relationship.
That also
Mhm.
comes with openness and transparency too.
Transparency.
So do y'all tell everybody? Do you tell your partner all the people you slept with in the past?
What, me?
No,
It's a
this
question
is
for the whole panel.
No,
No.
So how would they know unless you tell them?
that's why I said that becomes open and transparency if you tell them. The girl got knowledge.
Jesus.
yeah.
One thing to remember about what you call it, suck, never chew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good rule for you know that because the teeth will scave it if you chew. So it's not me thumping business. It's not an actual Snicker bar. That was just an analogy.
Yeah.
What's going on in the next room?
Oh no.
No.
Is that deaf couple fucking again? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Over there sounding like the Kool-Aid man and shit. Like,
Okay,
what the
yeah.
fuck?
Meanwhile, grandma in the next room watching Ninja Turtles. That's ass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then Heather got Mankind. That's crazy. What a crazy ass house.
Yeah. Sock puppets and all that.
I guess we're done here, right, guys?
We're done. Were we? Well, you guys, that's it. See y'all later. See y'all next show.
See you in about 2 weeks.
Because
We'll wrap it up.
because
No better.
literally and figuratively.
Wrap it up.
Shit. But
With that being said,
come on, finish.
no, I was just saying it so we can get to that part. Go ahead.
With that being said, we have come to the end of Talk Your Shit.
Talking dirty after dark.
Talking dirty after dark. I'm sorry. The
You
spice.
can't remember that. You can't remember that for nothing.
Right. And I'm gonna pass it to the creator, Heather B.
Alrighty, thank you guys for tuning in. We have not done this particular topic in a really long time, and I'm going to be honest with you, I had a great time tonight having this conversation with the panel as well as everyone in the comments. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for viewing, the likes, all of your support. We definitely do appreciate it. Just make sure that you do follow all of our social medias, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, just for any updates. And then of course our lives we do go live on YouTube as well as Facebook, so either or you can watch from. Let's see, last words or final words. Make sure of course you're safe. So I mean, having sex, having intimate time, having those connections, always make sure that you are safe. Always make sure that you are getting consent, and also make sure that, yes, I am putting that out there. Make sure that you are getting consent, and just make sure that when you are sharing these intimate moments with people, that it is someone that is special to you. Sometimes, like we talked about in the show, soul ties can happen, and you never want to be connected with the wrong person for a very long time. So just make sure that you're protecting yourself in all ways, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And those are my final words.
Amen.
No.
Just give it to me.
That ain't happening.
Give it to me so we all can
That
say
being said,
give it to me so we all can say goodnight after that. So come on.
no, because I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna let him warm up the pot because I know that's what he's thinking right now. So I'm gonna say, As Heather B stated, watch us on all our social medias, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. My last words is take care of yourselves and each other. Be safe.
How you give it to me? She's stupid.
I'm not giving it to Meech. Aaron, I'm giving it to you though.
No, I'll go ahead and just pass my time to Meech. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Meech, your turn.
Ooh.
Whatever Meech says was what I mean to say. But you got it, Meech.
Oh Lord. But I will also say just for everyone that tuned in tonight and showed up and showed out, especially during a segment like this, y'all really came and showed up and showed out. And we definitely appreciate that wholeheartedly. And as far as my final thoughts is concerned, don't be selfish sexually when you're dealing with someone, because when you're being selfish as far as being sexual is concerned, you're basically taking away the emotional aspect and the emotional connection. And as we all stated, when it comes to being physical with someone, it's almost impossible to escape those emotional attachments. So don't be selfish when it comes to physical and sexual pleasure, especially if it's someone that you are definitely digging and actually see yourself long term. And I'll leave it at that.
That was beautiful. Yes. Professor.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Sex can be a beautiful thing if you make it that way. Sex is also meant to be enjoyed to be nasty. Have fun, protect yourself, and fuck those who fuck you. Take care of yourself and each other. Love y'all. Live life, love, and laugh.
Well, she said my line, so we're gonna get out of here. Good night, y'all.
Wait a minute. We still have four more comments just to get out real quick. Kristen said good night.
Good night.
Was laughing. She also says have a great night.
That you did.
Well, she said good night again. And then Kristen says brunch tomorrow. All right.
With that being said, take care of yourselves and each other. We love y'all.
Good night, you two. Bye, you two.